In this lesson, we're going to work on flow, the combination of fluidity, control, and confidence that lets you move across the neck without breaking your rhythm or tone. We're going to use few of the focus drills to strengthen your finger independence, timing, and navigation across the 5 cage shapes. By the end of this lesson, you're going to feel a little bit more grounded, like the fretboard isn't made up of separate boxes anymore, but it's a full continuous system. Let's start simple. We're going to start with a single string warm up to reconnect with the interval pattern of the C major pentatonic scale, which have the notes C, D, E, G, and A. Let's play it up and down each string slowly and evenly. Call out the scale degree as you go, 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Here, focus on clarity and staying relaxed. This is a chance to warm up your ears, fingers, and brain at the same time. Don't rush the tempo, just get comfortable feeling each interval under your fingers before we move on. In the first core exercise, we'll build rhythmic control, the foundation of every great soloist, if you ask me. We're going to set a metronome at 60 beats per minute. We're going to start with a single string and play through your pentatonic scale notes in different rhythms. The 3 rhythms I suggest is use quarter notes, eighth notes, and triplets. If you could do those on one single string, then you're going to do the same for the rest of the strings that you have available. Next, we'll move into vertical playing. Choose one of the cage shapes and run it through both ascending and descending using quarter notes, eighth notes, triplet, and 16th notes. Then we're going to do the same for all the shapes. For the right hand, I recommend using alternate pick to keep the tone clean and even. Here, let me emphasize the challenge here isn't speed, it's consistency. You want to maintain perfect time while shifting between rhythms. If you can, record yourself and listen back. Small timing improvements here will completely change how musical your phrasing will feel later. In the second core exercise, we're going to connect all 5 shapes using slides. Start in the C-shaped pentatonic. Ascend that shape, then we're going to slide into the A-shaped position. Then we're going to descend through the A shape, then slide towards the G shape. Then we're going to ascend on that G shape, slide into the E shape. We're going to descend, then slide towards the D shape. Then we're going to work ascending shape there. Once you reach the D shape, here, if the fretboard allows, you could keep going up to the next shape, which would be a C shape, or you could reverse the process and head back where you started. Here, keep your timing consistent. Use a metronome and make each transition clean. And the goal here is to feel that each shape is connected to the next one. This is going to help us start thinking in one flowing network of notes. Once you feel comfortable shifting between positions, let's narrow the focus a little bit. We're going to start with taking 2 adjacent strings and connect them horizontally. Build little mini patterns that travel through the cage shapes. These are great for melodic fills and smooth slides. Then we're going to expand to 3 adjacent strings to widen your phrasing range. Here, focus on tone consistency and minimal movement and having good control on both the left hand and the right hand. These small perspectives are what give your phrasing that smooth, singable quality when you start improvising. In the third core exercise, we will break the linear habit a lot of players could fall into. We're going to take the pentatonic scale and play it in rhythmic groups. A few of the groupings I recommend is group of 3, group of 4, group of 5, and group of 6. Then you're going to start your group from a different scale degree. For example, start on the 2nd degree, or the 3rd degree, or the 4th degree, or 5th degree, and so forth, instead of starting always on the root note. You're going to mix both ascending and descending directions. This kind of practice will train your brain and ear to think rhythmically and melodically at the same time. And this, in my opinion, is what separates players who sound mechanical from players who sound a little bit more musical. In the last core exercise, we're going to push your ear and hand independence at the same time. Here, we're going to practice jumping intervals, few of which I recommend are jumping in fourths, in fifths, and sixths. And this is all happening in one position. Once that feels natural, we're going to extend across all the positions. Pay attention to how each intervals feel under your fingers. Playing in intervals are one of my favorite ways to bring a sense of harmony and skip motion to phrasing. The more you internalize them now, the easier it will be to craft a melodic solos later. Pentatonic fluency isn't about memorizing shapes. It's about freedom. These drills I've provided connect everything you've learned so far, horizontal and vertical playing, in different rhythms and tones. And all of these will prepare you for your improvisation. Mastering flow and dexterity give you confidence to move anywhere on the fretboard without hesitation. You'll stay in time, stay relaxed, and most importantly, sound intentional. And that's really the foundation of expressive playing. So keep your tone clean, your hands relaxed, and your focus on connection, because that's what turns practice into music.